The power of communications, digital communications alike, has really shrunk the world over the last 10 to 20 years. Many organisations, the British Heart Foundation included, already have a global impact, and what it's done is enabled us to make those links rather more firmly. But it's also opened up opportunities for many smaller and medium-sized organisations as well to interact with other organisations overseas, to get input from them, to understand what best practice might be, and to learn from each other as well. I can see a real role for bringing together international groupings to make sure we deal with global issues and global problems. In the medical research sector, for example, there is no such organisation at a global scale at the moment, and we're looking at how we can collaborate with our fellow research funding organisations across the world to bring about much more coordination and strategic direction of the research efforts to make sure we get the very best outcomes of people right across the world. You get collaboration, you can learn from each other, you have the ability to influence much more strongly together than you do apart. Any collaboration takes hard work. It's not always possible to agree on everything, and I think you need to have established the ground rules, if you like, that good enough really is good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. Any partner in that type of arrangement has got to give some, as well as getting much more back in return. But actually it is about participation and collaboration. In order to do that, you try and find common ground, but you also have to understand and respect differences. Even the very smallest organisation providing incredible support to a local community here in the UK may well find it has more in common with other organisations elsewhere in the world and can connect up with them, if only on a very informal level, for advice and support. In the medical area, there are many conditions where there are very, very few people with that condition in a single country. And the organisation representing them often needs to find support and look for support, and can get that support from other similar organisations in different countries, as well as, of course, maybe from bigger organisations in its own country. So I see a real opportunity here for charities to join in those formal alliances if they're big enough and can sustain that type of effort. British Heart Foundation clearly is one of those types of organisations. But how you network effectively to make sure that you can draw in the best possible knowledge, skills, expertise, support, advice, I think is really important. And there's a whole world out there. Many, many people will want to help.